Hi, this is Juliet here, and today I'm in the Healing Gardens, and it's such a different day from yesterday. We've got a big cloud, big blankets of cloud over us, and it feels really quiet, and all that kind of energy of the sun from yesterday is gone. I'm sure the sun is behind the clouds. And I've just been doing some therapy work. I've had a lovely person on retreat with me, and we've just finished that, and I thought, what I need now is just to come down to the Healing Gardens and just have a cup of tea. So join me for a cup of tea. It's my resource. Having a cup of tea or a warm drink and just sitting down and having this moment is so resourcing, and this is what I need to do when my nervous system has been all hyped up, working working with somebody. It's very focused, because when I'm working with somebody, when we're healing trauma, it's all about the relationship, and it's all about helping that person to regulate their nervous system, and it engages me in this process of co-regulation. So if we have suffered from developmental trauma, early childhood trauma, attachment trauma, then maybe we didn't even get to learn how to regulate our nervous system. I think this is a problem for many of us. Hi Alison, hi. It's so hard to regulate our nervous system, and this is really key to healing trauma. It's really key, especially when there's a lot of stress happening, because we get more and more hyped up. We get more and more anxious. We go into fight or flight. All sorts of things trigger us into stress and fight or flight. And then if we can't find a solution, if we can't find a way out of that difficult situation, then we go into collapse, parasympathetic shock and collapse. So when we're healing trauma, it's a physical thing. It's not about healing the emotions, it's about healing the nervous system, because trauma is a dysregulation of the nervous system. It's an inability to regulate the nervous system back into its normal level of functioning, because it keeps running as if it's in danger, and this is why it's so exhausting. And when we are running as if we're in danger, when that really high level primitive brain activation is happening, then all the other functions that we need for a happy life get turned off. So we're running on an emergency mode of fight or flight or parasympathetic shock. Just need to turn off my notification on my screen, that's it. Yeah, we're acting as if we're in extreme danger the whole time, even when we're not. But at the moment we've got a bit of a double whammy, because on one level we are in extreme danger because of everything that's happening with the whole crazy mess out there, with the what's going on, virus or government seeking to take over control, that kind of, whichever side you're on, that we're generally in a state of fear or anxiety, or we're trying to make our lives function within all that. So regulation, self-regulation becomes even more important. And the important thing about resourcing, why I keep talking about resourcing, is that is a way of physically giving to your body through our sensory awareness, through what we can see, what we can hear, what we can sense with our physical body. This is what turns off that activation in the nervous system. So even right now, with everything that's going on, it's possible to self-regulate and come back into that normal, calm functioning. So baby steps. The first step of any kind of healing is about self-regulation. So just like, what's the baby step that I can take today in self-regulating? What's the baby step that you can take today? What can you do to resource yourself? What can you do to help yourself feel calm? What are your resources? Mine is this beautiful garden, and it's a resource that I offer for anyone that wants to come and share it with me. It's here, it's really lovely. Let me just show you. I'm sure you've seen my videos before of the garden, so just do a little look round. It's so amazingly peaceful here at the moment. So just imagine that you're here with me in this moment and just tuning in with your senses. What can you hear? I can hear the birds. I can hear the birds twittering and crowing, and I can hear the breeze in the plants, waving the plants around. I can smell the air. And the birds are playing. It's really a bit difficult for me to show you, but they love the thermals that come up from the garden. They love the updrafts of wind, and they just fly and play. They have such a sense of humour. They play down here. And it's what can you feel in this moment? What's your senses telling you? What's that sense of comfort that you can find in your body? People often think that to heal trauma they have to go into really intense feelings in their body and dig up all the past, but that's not how it works. That becomes way too painful, and then we get overactivated and outside of our window of tolerance, and then we go into re-traumatization. So we have to stay within this window of tolerance all the time and build calming things into our body, calming sensations. And our biggest resource is the breath, especially the out breath, that long out breath. So when I encourage people to breathe, it's particularly this long out breath, because this is what actually lowers adrenaline, the long out breath. And when we can lower adrenaline, we can come back into our window of tolerance, into that feeling of comfort and well-being. So we have a helicopter going over. So I'm going to do some quiet gardening for a little while. I find it so soothing to put my hands in the soil. There are actually microorganisms in the soil that really soothes the nervous system, supports the immune system, and so on. I'm going to, I've got some kohlrabi to plant, lots of little seedlings, and I'm hoping that they'll manage to grow big enough before the winter is here. We're harvesting all the crops that we grew in the summertime, and it's now about what we can put into overwinter. So we've got kohlrabi, we've got some big radishes, some big giant radishes, big mooli, the long white ones, that's so good for healing hepatitis. We've got black radishes, lots of cabbages, winter cabbages, and I'm going to plant a whole lot of broad beans soon. So we've got an over in winter crop of broad beans. So the idea is that whenever you come down to the gardens, that there's something that you can feast your eyes on and feast your belly on, that there's food that you can eat. And yeah, I get the feeling it's really important for us to stock up on good food, stock up on our larders. If we can grow food somewhere, that's fabulous, because you know then if you've grown your own food that it's really it's good. If you've put your own love into it, it's really wonderful to grow your own food. It's so relaxing, so enjoyable, and the end result is that you have beautiful food. So I'm going to start gardening in just a second. Let me just show you the little plants that I put in the other day when I was down here. If I can turn the screen. Come on, turn. Yeah, that's it. So the other day when I was down here, I planted these little cabbages. They're going to grow really big. They're a kind of overwintering cabbage. We've already got this kale that's growing, that's been here for a few months. That's wonderful. And I've also planted over here these bottles. They're water bottles that we've cut the bottoms off. And down here where can we see? Spinach. So that's going to be a wonderful crop of spinach, but I have to protect them. I'm not quite sure how well I'll do protecting them because we have a herd of deer. This is the chard, and you see the deer keep coming and eating the chard. And I don't begrudge them because I love the deer. It's so wonderful when I come down and I see the deer down here. And I think we're growing enough food for the deer to have as well. But what I am a bit sad about is they're eating my runner beans. They just love runner beans. They're just munching off the runner beans. But hey, I've still had some. We've still had lots. And yeah. So yeah, just having another little look. Tuning into the moment. Hearing the birds. Just imagining that you're here in this beautiful garden with me. Taking a breath and a long out breath. And just know that no matter how challenging things are at the moment, we will get through this together. Yeah, we will get through. Immensely challenging times, but human beings are absolutely incredible. I am so in love with humans, you can't imagine. We are the most amazing creatures on the planet. There's a lot of amazing creatures on the planet, but we are so amazing, and I think humans have had such a lot of bad press. But I think that's a deliberate intention, really, for us to think badly of each other, but we have this incredible capacity that when we support each other and work together, magic can happen, such incredible magic. So giving you one last little look of this amazing plant I showed you the other day, which is just going to flip now. Flip! Yeah, look, I have to show you this again. It's like the flower is made out of velvet. It's furry, it's a furry sage. Can you just imagine touching that flower and how beautifully soft it is? And this whole bed here is filled with healing plants. We don't need medicines coming out of a syringe. We have all the capacity within our nervous system. And this is for Irina, if you're watching, Irina, because you told me how much yarrow was used by your family. I'm going to send you some yarrow. This has got so many healing properties. It's got beautiful, beautiful feathery leaves. So I'm going to send you some yarrow, Irina. And yeah, we have just got an amazing amount of beneficial plants and wonderful, wonderful things down here. So, okay, I better just get on with the gardening. So loads of... I have to get on with the gardening now. So loads of love to you. Big hug from me to you. Please share, please support your friends and loved ones. We can do it. We have to do it together. We have to support each other. Be kind. Be kind with each other. Be kind with yourself. Don't give yourself a hard time. You're doing really well. So loads of love and bye for now. Bye. Bye.